Having arrived just hours earlier, the squad struggled to train in the stifling 40-degree heat. The Kazakhstan Rugby Union's hand has been forced by financial and logistical problems to play 2 vital games in 3 days. This is a situation that none of the top-tier teams in international rugby would ever have to face. Under the watchful eye of their opponents, the Nomads go through their final paces. The last time the two sides met, Kazakhstan won 89-10. It was also the game in which Luke won his first full cap. But as day breaks over Mumbai, Luke is concerned that this time around, the match against India might not be as straightforward.
Yeah, our preparations haven't really been ideal. Like, the first thing is that the women's team are playing at the same time as us, so our head coach Valery Popov's gone with them. The guys kind of look up to him a lot more. He's also a much more aggressive kind of character. Alexander, who's here with us, he's a good guy. He's everybody gets on with him well, but he's far too easygoing. Lets everything go. Doesn't get aggressive at all.
Ну еще раз говорю, никаких разговоров, то есть быстрый отход. Момент 9, да? Так, Сазонов.
Like with any team, it's the less experienced members who are showing the most nerves. But for everyone involved, this is a massive game.
We're playing at 5 o'clock roughly today as well, and if it's anything like it was yesterday, it's going to be very, very hot. The heat, the temper of players, it's all going to flare up. The travelling here is taking a lot out of people, and most of all, I think the players have a really bad attitude for this game. I think they're just way too relaxed. I have a bad feeling that there's going to be lots of stupid mistakes today. I don't think we'll lose, but I think it's going to be a really, really hard game. I'll be very relieved when the game is over. If we come away with a convincing win, I'll be very relieved.
The time for training and travelling is over, match day has arrived, and the stage is set for Kazakhstan versus India. The road to France 2007 begins here.
Thank you.
A big hand to both the sides, ladies and gentlemen, and best of luck to the both sides.
The game finally gets underway, and Luke's pre-match concerns seem to be well-founded as India open the scoring.
There was a soft try that went in the first 20 minutes, and I seem to have taken most of the flak for that. Although I disagree with a couple of people about that.
Frustrated by a poor start that has seen them concede 2 early tries, tempers begin to fray. Though the home crowd don't seem to mind.
There has to be wholesale changes for the rugby team to become a successful rugby team. The difference between them being a kind of average team and a good team is just preparation, it's time, it's practice.
Ты возвращает мяч вам опять домой. Да неужели непонятно? Не надо там драться, не надо там того дергать.
The halftime team talk obviously works. The boys come out for the second half like they mean business. And they finally give their enthusiastic fans something to cheer about. Despite the improvement in the second half, Luke, who watches the last 20 minutes of the game from the bench, is under no illusions that the road to France will be long and hard.
It's very hard to go so far in the qualification process to get all the way. For us, we have to, win non-stop for 3 years. If we lose one game, we're out. And that's a massive ask for any team at any level.
Not a classic performance, but Kazakhstan escaped with a 36-22 victory and remind the Indians why they're known as one of the toughest teams in Asia.
Nothing really went according to plan. We're not panicking or concerned or frightened. You know, during the game, of course, you get nervous and wonder, you know, what if the game doesn't go your way and what if you lose? But you know, you just keep playing and we won. So.
Hi Luke, welcome to the show. Just take us through the match. What happened today? How did your team perform?
Our team, they didn't really perform to their full capacity today, but they did just enough to win the game. I think the Indian team played exceptionally well. I think the Indians can be very, very proud of how they performed today, and I'm sure that our team will be working very hard for their next game.
Later on, the word is that the Malaysian team, who watched the game earlier, were not that impressed, and they think they'll win the next game easily. The boys are keen to make them eat their words.
Думаю, что все должно быть нормально. Сладко их отпиздим, потом веер добьет.
Malaysia, guys, блядь. I hate it.
Пиздец Малайзии.
While the rest of the team can relax and enjoy themselves in the evening, Luke's night is just beginning. He is expected to spend the next 6 hours translating for the Kazakhstani and Indian officials at the post-match banquet.
Президент Федерации Индии.
So the president of the Indian Rugby Football Union, please.
Ну, в первую очередь, роль игрока команды. Ну, а потом это роль коллективного переводчика. Ни минуты покоя. Все, Люка, как это? Ну-ка скажи, переведя, что он сказал. Ну, это что же делать?
Luke, who doesn't drink, gets more and more frustrated with his role as translator as the night drags on and the vodka begins to flow.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Stanislaw is going to show us how to drink vodka. Luke, could you translate, please?
Водку надо, да. Значит, водку надо пить. Сначала в себя вдохнуть.
So you take a big breath in first,
Потом выпить.
then you knock it back.